Yeah, I knew it was going to be rough, though, because, like, I was like, okay, I'm going to this drag show. I was like, they're going to pick on me.
Right,
front
row seats. I'm sure you had front row seats.
Yeah, and I went in, and I saw my buddy Gavin from work.
It wasn't at a
I was only at that Klan rally, because they were giving away free tickets.
I was only wearing the hood.
Yeah, exactly.
If it was
they were all in hoods. I didn't know what was going on.
Barbecue. I was only there for the barbecue. I heard the pitmaster was starting to.
Yeah, the food was good.
They had great ribs. No, I went to like a going away thing Friday night. I was on first call.
Yeah.
But like I went there and it was a Mexican place, Naked Taco, so they had micheladas.
Right.
Micheladas.
Yeah.
So I was waiting for the phone to ring so I could call it into the hospital. Phone call never came, so I was like, all right, 1 michelada, 2 michelada, 3 michelada. I was like, fuck. I was like, if these people don't call me, it's going to get risky here in a second.
You're going to have to go into the OR.
Next thing you know, it's
with michelada dripping off of your shirt.
Next thing you know, it's 12:30. Fucking it's past midnight. I have 6 micheladas deep, and we're heading to World of Beer. I'm like, God damn. Like, this is a problem.
Now, micheladas have vodka in them?
No, it's some places put tequila in them. Like, what's the place we went to in West Palm? Cartel.
Yes.
Yeah, that place is real nice, and they put a little bit of mezcal in their micheladas, but mostly it's
Pedro
like,
mezcal.
Not Pedro mezcal, but it's basically a Bloody Mary with beer.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
Like
It's kind of disgusting.
Yeah, I don't like him at all. He loves that shit.
It is good. Trust me. Yeah, it's good.
Sometimes he brings drinks over here, and I'm like, nah, I'm good on the ritual sacrifice. Because that's what it is. His background is from Wyoming, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And in Wyoming, where the Vikings live, they would slaughter the lambs in the morning, and they would drink their blood with various fruits and veggies.
Yes.
You know, it was seasonal.
Yes,
artisanal,
in the
if you
ancient
will.
land of Wyoming.
In the ancient land of Wyoming.
Yes, the Viking culture goes way back in Wyoming.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
Big Viking towns in Kansas and Wyoming.
I hear Ragnar Logbroth is from Wyoming.
Yes. Not Logbrook.
Logbroth.
Yeah,
He's one of the Brooks brothers, right?
Yeah, Logbroth.
Yeah, he started that whole magazine.
Ragnar Logbroth. Broth of log.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
And then yesterday I went to a drag brunch. That was fun.
As in, like, I hope they were drag racing.
No.
I hope they were in cars racing in drag.
A drag racing brunch is actually gayer.
I don't know, man. The only thing gayer than that is going to a country concert wearing cowboy boots.
That was a rodeo.
You're not helping your case.
Yeah. You're not winning any arguments.
I at least admitted that the rodeo was gay.
That's true.
It was just secretly gay.
Now, when you buy the pants for the rodeo, or is it all buttons as a fly?
No, it's just assless chaps.
It's just assless chaps.
Quick access, yes, an emergency.
Headphones right
it's
over
like
there.
the camping pants where the zipper goes all the way around to the back.
Yes.
But this is just the back.
And so when you turn around, there's little buttons that you can pop down the ass to take a shit.
It's like they made those pants like I need to get to this man's ass as fast as possible. And I'm not here to mess around.
Stat.
Yeah. But no, it was a lot of fun. There was some of the drag queens. It's like that's obviously a dude,
right?
And some of them, I was like, God damn, that's fucking confusing. I was like, we're not in Thailand. What the fuck is that?
We're not in Wyoming anymore.
I actually got a funny story. I don't know if we should save it for the podcast, but
no, we're on the podcast.
We're live.
Bro.
We're live.
All right, so check this out. I can't say who.
Don't say who.
But long story short, he was like, bro, help me make a Tinder.
Right.
So I help him make a Tinder, and he's actually a good-looking dude. So he's matching with a lot of chicks, and he gets this girl that's just way out of his league. It's sus. And the first thing she asked him, she's like, yeah, can I get a dick pic? And that was like a red flag for me being his friend. I'm like, bro, women don't usually
women don't ask for that.
Women don't ask for that. No. And then so right after that, he's like, he calls her up,
bro.
So they're about to go on a date, bro, and he's like, everything's going good. He sent the dick pic, by the way.
Of course he did.
He sent the dick pic.
Of course he did. Yeah.
And then, long story short, so he's calling her. I'm in the car with him. It's about to be a two-man, like her friend and us.
Yeah.
Right.
And he goes, I just don't want to be rude, but you don't happen to be like a trans or anything. And it actually went.
He said the thing.
No, the trans was like,
right.
It was like, I actually am a man. I was born a man, and now I'm a woman. And he's like, I'm gonna have to pass on that Bad day. But the long story short is, do not send dick pictures unless you know that person's a woman. Now, when he showed me the Tinder, it was like, you could not tell, bro. Like, this is just the truth, bro. Like, I was even like, bro, something about this is like, that's like you dating Beyonce.
But listen, there's been house shopping that I have done where you look at the pictures online and you're like, that's a beautiful home. And then you get there and you're like, what the fuck is this? That is photography magic.
Well, I mean, photo editing and AI, it's all on your phone at this point.
I know.
Absolutely.
I mean, Google literally has a little magic button you press and it just fucking figures it out for you.
I knew it was gonna be rough though, because like I was like, okay, I'm going to this drag show. I was like, they're gonna pick on me.
Right,
front
row seats. I'm sure you had front row seats.
Yeah, and I went in and I saw my buddy Gavin from work. He's
on stage.
No, he's a sales rep.
Oh, okay, on stage.
No, he was there.
Oh, shit. Who's your buddy on stage? Okay.
Well, no, we both ended up on stage.
Oh, no way.
Fucked up, yeah. But when I saw him, I was like, oh, good. At least like he's a tall, handsome dude. I was like, they're gonna fucking pick on him too.
Right.
Yeah.
But then they called him up on stage, and like the girl.
Right.
Running the thing. She's like, her name was Velvet.
Right.
She's like,
of course.
Yeah, she's like, come up on here. And then as he's walking by, she's like, and bring your friend with you. And I was like, fuck.
She seen me.
I know. So they called me up there, and what happened was they brought this fucking giant drink out, and it was this like frozen rum like thing in this fucking chalice, and it had 2 straws, and I was like, what the fuck?
No, bro, no.
And they're like, you guys are gonna have a fucking chug off, and I was like, fuck. And like, I'm looking at Gavin, he's this big ass dude, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna bitch out, like,
right,
like this place.
Now it's on. Now I got a bunch of transsexuals watching me. I gotta show out.
I gotta fucking show out.
So before you start drinking, did she stick his finger?
No, she fed me a cherry. She did. The video's out there now. There's nothing.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Tell the truth.
Yeah. I have the video we can watch later. But anyway. So
we can play it at the end of this video.
Yes, we could. I can actually do that if you guys want. But they challenged. They said go, and I whooped Gavin's ass. So yeah, it hurt though. It was fucking like if you ever like.
It was huge.
It was frozen too, and it was not a good drink.
Worst.
It was not a good drink. It was like sugar and alcohol, and it was just like. You know how brain freeze is, right?
Fuck yeah.
No, this was like a fucking snowball in my stomach. Like it fucking, like my spine hurt. Bro, I just couldn't stop drinking because I'm like, I'm not gonna bitch out.
I'm not gonna lose.
Yeah, I could give a shit about the people here.
I'll destroy my organs a little bit. I'll freeze up some organs.
All my fucking coworkers are right here, like the spine surgeons and shit.
Bro,
I'm like, I'm not fucking losing.
I would have died on the floor. There's a lot of pain that I can tolerate.
He quit.
Yeah, I can tolerate a lot of pain. Okay.
This was bad.
Brain freeze? I don't know, man. That's top 10
this
of
was
like
brain freeze in my organs, bro.
Brain freeze in the organs.
It was so bad. It was so fucking bad. Like I sat back at the table and my girlfriend's looking at me. Like she could tell, like I'm like sweating. I was like,
and those sugary drinks, man, it gives you that shitty ass drunk too. With all that sugar,
makes
it fucks
that
me
alcohol
up.
way
I looked over
worse.
at Gavin.
Way worse,
I looked over at Gavin, and he's going through it too. He's fucking pale, and he's like holding his stomach. I'm like, dude, warming up. Like fucking, you gotta warm it up. I was like,
did he switch bellies? Like, did you warm each other's?
It's a ball. It was a fucking ball of ice just in the middle of. I was like, fuck, this is horrible. Like, it was.
They know they're fucking you up on purpose.
Oh, dude, I went there like, yeah, I'm gonna have a Bloody Mary or two. You know, it's a little brunch, and then next thing I'm fucking chugging rum.
And then you're on stage. We want to hear about that too.
That's right. Yeah.
So how did you end up getting on stage?
Gavin, they told him to bring me.
Right.
They called Gavin. I thought, haha, fucker.
So it's just a part of the show, right? And they're like, they're gonna always pick 2 people.
I will say this: it was a good show.
That's what I was about to say.
They fucking like.
I'm sure.
Ruthless comedy.
Yeah.
Ruthless.
Yeah.
Like they were making fun of this fucking fat Indian chick in the front. I was like, God damn. Like, they were just like, saying she had like a fucking nasty pussy and shit. I was like, this is fucking like, I was like, you can't come to this if you're fucking sensitive. I was like, what the fuck?
But you know what? That's good because that's what people crave. Like a good fun time. If you're at a comedy show or a show and you can't laugh at yourself, you don't belong there.
Yeah.
You know, that's really what it comes down to. Like that's why things like Kill Tony are doing so great.
I've seen Kill Tony.
Yeah. They're doing so great because they murder each other on stage.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Comedy can't be censored. It's like because as soon as you start doing that, it's not funny.
No, yeah.
Here's the thing. So I seen Kill Tony at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut last month, and he was going off on this sexy Latina in the front row. She had big tits, and he's like, "Oh, I'd love to skeet on those tits," and just saying crazy shit to her. But he was getting her drinks throughout the show. and giving her a good time, and then he tried to hook her up with the 95-year-old man in the wheelchair. So, but see, if she was a sensitive person, none of that would have been funny.
Right, right. But I think you
Nelson's a big Tony Hinchcliffe
I
fan.
fucking hate Tony Hinchcliffe.
He's a big Nelson.
I was going to get there, but I was going to let him
Tony
finish his
Hinchcliffe.
story because Tony Hinchcliffe is a huge piece of shit.
Yeah,
I
don't think he's a huge piece of shit.
I love him.
I would throw him off
I
the
thought
stage.
he was a homosexual.
He is. He is. And I would throw his homosexual ass off the stage.
He is actually gay?
Yeah,
No,
oh, yeah.
I don't know.
He said at the show that he was not gay.
Yeah,
over and over and over.
I'm spreading that he is. I think that he is.
He might be.
He's like, nah, fuck that. I don't give a fuck what he said.
There are no people that said he's gay, and I believe them because Tony Hinchcliffe is a piece of shit. I say we fly him to Puerto Rico and let him do one of those shows and see what the people of Puerter Rico think.
I don't know.
He said Puerto Rico was a floating dumpster.
I never even heard anything like that.
He's a piece of shit. And now, if he would have said it in the comedy setting,
well, his tickets were free.
Right.
So, let me make that clear. My boy got us those tickets. I did not go out my way. I did not know that.
No, but here's the thing. It wasn't at a comedy
only at
show.
that Klan rally because they were giving away free tickets.
I was only wearing the hood.
Yeah, exactly.
If it was
They were all in hoods. I didn't know what was
The
going on.
barbecue. I was only there for the barbecue. I heard the pitmaster was son. You gotta be.
The food was good.
They had great ribs. I was like, what the fuck?
So anyway, he didn't do it at a comedy show. He was at a political rally when he said it for Trump. Yeah. So to me, that seems like there was more of an honesty thing than it was a joke. So that's why I'm like, fuck Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah, I don't think that's the place to say things like that, especially if that's your true personal opinion. I mean, granted, racism is racism, but you know,
Which
he was tearing up everybody.
He
pointed right at me.
Well, at the show,
Racism is racist.
he was tearing up everybody. He was tearing up.
But it's also like
Puerto Ricans, white people.
Don't bring an insult comic to your political rally. That's just,
that's fucked
just
up.
Correct.
That's just dumb.
Especially when the people you go after are basically Latino. Even to this day, ICE is rounding up Latinos. He's not rounding up anyone else. So it has shown through. But anyway, speaking of AI,
he said I might kill Tony next.
Yeah, I'd fight him. Sure.
Obviously, you would beat
absolutely
the fuck.
fight him.
I mean, bro, that's like fighting a 13-year-old man.
It's all right. Listen,
That's
sometimes you got to get fucked up. You know what I mean? Ian would fight him for me, right?
I don't know.
Come on, Ian.
You catch that charge, huh? You'll catch that case.
What might be interesting is Tony Hinchcliffe versus Cat Williams. They're both
That would be
equally,
great. That would be a great fight. I would pay
They're
that.
both equally bad fighters.
Yeah.
And then didn't Cat Williams get choked out by a 13?
Exactly.
He got fucking.
He got fucked up by a kid. Yeah.
But here's the thing.
That was bad.
Here's what I'm going to give Cat Williams. Here's what I'm going to give Cat Williams.
His street cred's gone.
He didn't want to fight the kid back because he
was going to lose.
I mean, he's going to catch a charge and get sued.
Exactly. And they were recording him. So I can kind of understand, but getting choked out, like, there's a certain point where it's like, I'm going to jail. Bop! Get the fuck off me.
Yeah, somebody puts me in a rear naked choke and they're 13. I'm sorry, homie. You're getting fucking slammed.
Yeah, come on. At some point, you got to say, like, I was asphyxiation. I was losing my mind. I couldn't breathe properly. And a punch kid in the face. You know what I mean?
Did you see a fucking Rampage kid is in some kind of trouble right now? Rampage.
I did see. I don't know exactly, but that just came through my Facebook.
Right. Yeah. He fucked up. He fucked up some professional wrestler at like a local show.
Oh.
Like supposedly there was a video of like earlier.
And it wasn't staged?
If it's staged, that's the most convincing fucking shit I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know about Rampage Jackson's son being staged. The Rampage Jackson's he's a nutcase.
Yeah.
And his son looks like a fucking chip off the old block because like there was a video I guess that was released earlier. It was some big professional wrestling dude, beard and shit, and he fucking hits Rampage's son in the head with like a beer can. And I guess Rampage's son didn't know it was like a work or didn't know it was like they thought it was gonna be part of the act.
Right.
Pissed Rampage's son off. They had to get separated and shit. Well, later on during the show, Rampage's son gets in the ring. The guy didn't look like he knew what was going on. He looked like he was surprised. Rampage's son scoops him up like by his legs, lifts this big ass dude up and swings him like a fucking hammer. And what is not staged is this dude's head fucking bouncing off the floor, like off the ring.
Man.
And then Rampage's son jumps on him and just starts lighting his ass up while he's unconscious, like boom, boom. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, you
dude.
can't do
like,
that. Once they're unconscious,
sounds like
you
Trent.
gotta,
It sounds like
you
we're
gotta
talking about a
you gotta
Trent
walk
story.
away.
Borderline attempted murder. I was like, holy shit.
This sounds like a little steroids, a little too much Trent.
Yeah.
Dude, and,
for
like,
sure.
and then the other performers started to realize, wait a minute, something's wrong here, and they tried to break it up, and his son went like fucking berserk.
So is
I
that a
was like,
situation? Real quick. Is that a situation where you yell like Chris Benoit, like Kobe?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
We're getting canceled. We're getting fucking canceled.
No, go ahead, Eddie. Sorry.
I imagine it was supposed to be a little bit of a work, but then he probably threw the can and hit him, and he's like, "Hey man, you said you're gonna run your mouth.
Yeah.
You didn't say you're gonna disrespect me by
Right.
hitting me with a fucking can along the head.
Yeah.
Right.
So on my part, where I come in for you,
Yep.
I'm gonna go a little harder than I'm
yeah,
supposed to.
Beating him unconscious, though, I mean...
Bro,
Yeah.
There
if
gotta
you
be
watch it, it's concerning. I'm like, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
he's lighting this dude up.
It's crazy because
Lighting
that's,
this dude up.
if we take it back to, I think there was a MMA show, right, with Rampage Jackson. He was one of the
Yes.
coaches. Sounds just like the same exact thing with him and Rashad Evans.
Ultimate Fighter.
Ultimate
Yeah.
Fighter.
Yes.
Sounds like
Yeah.
the same exact story you're
Bro,
talking about.
he
Yeah.
he just demolished that
Murked
door.
the door.
To be fair, that door was cardboard.
Yeah, the door was cardboard, but even still,
Yeah,
bro.
man, he ate that shit.
Imagine him doing that shit to me, like, fuck that.
Listen, Rampage may not have been one of the most technical fighters, but he was a monster.
Yeah, he was ferocious.
When
That
he
dude-
let
yep.
when he let loose on you, you were getting fucking worked.
Or that dude that put him in the armbar. He's about to lose a fight. He literally picked him up.
Ricardo Arona.
Yep, and dropped him, and then
Pride. Yeah.
gave
And you
him
know
the
what
business.
though? Rampage is kind of one of my favorite old school, like
too.
ultimate
Yeah.
fighters. Like,
Yeah.
he had the dog collar, the big chain. Like,
Well, it
he
helped
was
that
an
he was
animal.
it helped that he was in Japan too, because like they helped build his
His persona.
image.
Yep.
Like he said,
But-
he couldn't even walk down the street. Like they would mob
But
him.
that's him.
They loved him.
Right? I don't think it's a joke. Like, I
No.
feel like that's Rampage all
Oh,
the time.
24/7.
Yeah.
24/7.
Like the Diaz brothers. Like the Diaz
They don't give a fuck.
that's them all the time.
But who else has been really like that aside from the people that are from like Russia, like Chimaev and
Right.
all those, and
Yeah.
Turkish and
I mean, there's a few. What was his name? Cody, the one that loved Trump.
He fought Usman a bunch of times.
Are you talking about Bellinger? Cody?
No,
No, he's a 170 guy. Why the hell? Why can't I think of his name?
Yeah, me neither.
Why did I
drawing a
think of
blank.
Cody Rhodes?
That's exactly who I was
No,
thinking too.
Colby is who
Col-
you're thinking.
Col-
of.
Colby Covington.
Covington.
Oh my God.
Colby
He is notorious for like he tried to bring this WWE persona to life.
He even had
Where-
Hulk Hogan walk out with him.
Yeah, he said like I'm just playing a character. I'm playing the bad guy.
It
And I
worked.
guess it's smart, right?
He got paid.
He got paid.
He made people hate him.
I mean, he went from being on the line of getting cut to being super popular.
Yeah.
But he would let it drop every now and then. Like, this is I'm just doing this
Yeah.
because it's getting me eyes, and the eyes get me fights. The fights get me paid.
Right.
But
right.
was it really actually that? Because Masvidal was saying that he's saying things about his kids, posting his wife online.
He really
and
said that shit.
Yeah.
He really said that shit because he wanted to piss Masvidal off because
Right.
they wanted
Yeah.
to get into that thing.
Yeah.
It ended up.
It ends up being a mind game. You're right. You're right.
Well, it ended up working because Masvidal ended up fucking sucker punching
Yep.
him in public.
Yeah.
Which I supported.
Yeah,
Which
I
I
do
supported.
support-
I'm like,
yeah.
there's a certain
He's
amount of shit talking about
crazy
somebody's
some
family.
Yep.
That I'm like, you crossed the line. Like, talk all the shit you want about me. We're
But their
fighters, right?
backstory is they helped each other. They trained together.
Yeah, they knew each other,
Colby
yes.
Covington stayed on his couch.
Yes.
His wife fed him.
Yep.
Yeah.
So for me, it would be through
Personal.
the roof.
It was
We
personal.
taking it off the internet.
And
you know?
then he sued him, which was a bitch move.
Yeah.
Like, yo, if you're gonna fucking sit there and piss in somebody's Cheerios, if I taste it, I'm fucking you up. Don't go calling the cops after that. Sucker punch, sucker punch. You're a professional fighter. You could take a sucker punch, bro.
I don't know, man.
the
The only reason I think Masvidal was a bitch, and this is why I think he was, is because you had 15 minutes to
Right.
beat that man's ass.
And then
you
knees
couldn't.
Ben Askren in the
you
face.
got,
No, I'm
yeah,
kidding.
and you got ragdolled.
Yeah,
Like,
he
he
got
fought.
the-
He
did.
fought Colby for
No,
15
he
minutes.
got the fucking shit
He
beat
did.
out of
He
him. That
did.
is the truth.
He did, and he even got outstruck. And I was like, "Fuck!"
The,
Like,
the sucker punch is really an admission of I can't
Can't beat
fight
you
you
fair.
for
Yep.
real.
Yeah.
So
have to sucker punch
I
you.
gotta hit you and run because I had you in the ring
Right.
and
Yeah.
I did fuck all.
And I
So
did fuck
Yeah.
off.
again, I fully support this move. You know what I mean? Like, we grew up in Brooklyn, right?
I
If I
agree,
couldn't fuck you up the first time, every time I see you, I now have to fight you.
Not even that. Now I learned. Hold on. Now I learned.
And it's
Now
not
I'm
gonna-
bringing a bat.
That's right.
Now
I'm
I'm
gonna hit
bringing
you with a chair. I'm gonna jump you.
Exactly.
I'm gonna catch you while you're shopping for groceries. this is gonna be a problem until you quit. You know what I mean?
It's like, bro, I'm on my way into therapy. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I need that fade.
Like he just had a heart attack. They're wheeling him into the paramedics, and he's just like, let me get 3 of them. Let me Rampage Junior him.
I'm on my way to therapy. So.
That was good.
I don't give a fuck.
Rampage. Let me just Rampage Junior. I'm keeping that.
You know, it's funny because in professional wrestling, I was watching some of those documentaries for a while. That I've been caught up in it.
Yeah.
They say that there is something behind the scenes that happens that way, where like they get
Like
a really cocky receipt,
Yeah.
a real cocky wrestler, or they're throwing those punches a little too real, a little too hard, and they're like, okay, you know, if you're gonna write a check. Here's the receipt.
This I don't know if this is a fucking receipt, bro. This is a whole bill. I was like, you're watching
bill
this
for a
video,
table for
bro.
8.
You're watching this video and you're going, fuck, dude.
Is he
is
dead?
Like, yeah. Like
Is he fucking
I'm gonna
dead?
have to watch that video.
Dude, it's bad. I was like, you're watching. I'm going, if this is a work, this is the most convincing shit I've ever seen. Because I think I'm watching Assault. I think I'm watching like
It probably started as one because
Yeah.
it's not the first time that where they have like I mean you see it all the times with celebrities and things like that. And Rampage has got his son all over his page. He's been pushing him out there into the public a lot. So it wouldn't be surprising if they see him in the crowd and like, hey man, you mind if we bring you into the show briefly? And someone oversteps. You know, like it. He's new to the scene, and these guys don't necessarily really know him.
Yeah.
So it's
He has his dad's street cred. That's what he's moving off
easy
of.
to cross the line on somebody that you don't know when you're running your mouth, and it's supposed to be just for fun.
You know that guy Speed on the internet?
I Show Speed.
I Show Speed, right? Have you ever heard of
Yep.
So they brought him into a WWE ring, and they told the other wrestler to spear him.
Braun
Oh,
Breaker.
he got fucked up. Yeah.
Bro,
Right, yeah.
he fucked, like, even in the back, because, like, they pan out to, like, Triple H watching the monitor. They're like, somebody go check on him, make sure that he's all right.
We're going to have to reshoot that 3 more times.
Him.
Well, Braun Breaker's a fucking
That's
wrong
He's
guy.
300
Wrong guy.
pounds. He's like
Wrong-
260,
wrong
280.
fucking guy to pick to spear him. I mean, like, pick a
I
guy
Show
with fucking
Speed's
mental
150
issues,
Like,
pounds.
who's the biggest
160 pounds,
savage
yeah.
in the ring?
and he's a unit. Like
Yeah.
he's like fucking nothing but gear. It's like, dude, why would you pick him?
When I watched that shit, though, I laughed. I was like, good for
Me
you. That's
too,
what
yeah.
you get, you motherfucker.
I seen a video. It was a professional gamer, streamer, and you know he's used to running his mouth online. But he's got someone in his little studio, and he's talking, and the guy says something, so he runs his mouth the way he would online, and the guy just stops him like, who the fuck you think you're talking to right now?
Yep.
And then it was just like, ooh, oh, I fucked up.
Yeah.
I fucked up. He's not on the other side of the microphone. He's
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, he can touch me.
He can,
Yeah.
yeah. He can let me know how much he disagrees with what I'm saying right now.
Yep.
Do you guys ever hear of it's recent, there's an influencer, I'm trying to look it up right now, that just called out Sean Strickland to fight him?
There's a lot of people
He's
that
like,
do that.
no, but he's like, I will pay $40,000 to fight you in the ring. He said he'll ragdoll him. He said he's washed up. He's basically a meme
I
star
don't know. That
now.
dude got some fucking hands.
That's a
That's a
crazy
bad move.
motherfucker.
That's a bad move.
But he said, and because Sean Strickland is
He fought a Navy SEAL and beat the fuck out
yeah.
of the Navy
Oh,
SEAL. I don't know if you guys seen that. That dude's no joke.
Sean's elite level.
Yeah.
Like Sean has wins over Israel Adesanya,
Yep.
Imanov. He's a fucking high level fighter. He went the distance with DDP twice.
Twice,
Like,
yeah.
That's a dog.
That's
Like,
no joke.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad way to spend your $40,000. Getting your fucking ass whooped.
How do you even pronounce that name? Hista Tiki Taki?
That sounds like some weird Russian.
Yeah, see, that's a joke.
With a
Hista
weird
Tiki Taki. He said $40,000. But Sean Strickland is currently suspended because
for 6 months because he jumped into the ring.
Yes.
One of his teammates, like the guy beat him, was really disrespectful and was flipping off the corner.
Yeah.
Which is why would you flick off Sean Strickland when he's right there?
When he's
Once
right there, exactly, yeah.
He's right there. Like you're like,
Because you want to make magic on
well,
TV.
the guy Sean runs in the fucking ring and just runs up on the guy and starts punching the shit out of him. It's like, well, why
And
would
did you
do
see
that?
him walk up to him too? He was all like angry, walking.
He did the angry walk, and then he starts kicking his.
Yeah, it
It's
looked like,
"Ah, man."
it looked like somebody's dad that
Yeah.
stomps in when their kid's getting out wrestled or some shit.
Yeah, it was a bad move.
Get
It was
off
a bad-
my son.
bad move.
I think
Bad
there
move.
should be a rule that if
Yeah.
you call out a professional fighter, he can hit you once, right? You know he's a professional fighter, right? He should be able to at least tag you once, so you'd be like, you see?
That's
Stop
why
it.
you don't do
There's,
that.
Stop it.
There was
Yeah.
there was a
Yeah,
video.
I mean, there's calling for a fight, and then there's being disrespectful. He was
Yeah.
being disrespectful, and he's right there. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you
No.
know I'm still right here. For
still
sure.
right here.
No, but this guy is like really talking shit and wants to fight him. I would love to see this.
Well, it's
$40,000 sounds like an easy payday.
It's not gonna go really well for him, just because like your average dude off the street or streamer is not gonna do too well. Against a world champion level fighter.
Well, he had. I think they said that the guy had 2 professional boxing bouts.
He's getting knocked.
He's gonna get murdered. He's getting murdered.
Nothing special.
No, let me tell you this.
fucking murdered.
Let me tell you this. We all, in
Beating
one
the
time
death.
of our life, have seen a boxer go against somebody who does jiu-jitsu or wrestling.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't give a fuck.
It's a different world.
You're getting
Yeah.
annihilated.
You're getting murdered.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a different world. But I love to see that
has
somebody's
hands
friend
too,
is hyping
though.
him
Yeah,
up.
yeah. You
know?
Somebody's in the
Jake,
background hyping him up. Maybe
Jake-
it's his mom.
Well, Jake Paul. Jake Paul's fighting Gervonta Davis.
I'm not going to lie. I don't think that's a fair fight. I do believe Jake may win. And I think if
he's big.
he got
Jake's a lot
60, 70 pounds.
Yeah,
on
he's got,
Gervonta.
yeah, I think he's got
Gervonta
like
Davis is
he's got,
smaller
like,
than me. I'm a
70
fucking
pounds
5'4".
and like a foot taller than him.
Yeah,
Yes.
and we saw Logan Paul, who's not as good as Jake,
No.
Right.
go the distance with Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
And it was literally just because the weight.
Yep.
That's the only reason that it even went that long.
Right.
And so
I think Gervonta Davis's career is on the line.
Yeah,
with this
it
one. I
is,
said
it
if he
is.
gets knocked out,
if he loses an exhibition to Jake Paul, that
It's
is
not.
over.
It's not a good fight for him to take. It's just not.
I don't
It's
know
literally
enough
just
about
money.
him.
It's
Is he
money.
at the end of his
Gervonta?
career?
no, I would
or
say
is
he's
he a new
middle.
fighter?
He's right
Yeah,
before
Ger-
Pacquiao status and right
Okay.
before Floyd Mayweather
Yeah,
status. 10 more
Gervonta. Yeah,
fights.
yeah. Gervonta's closer to the end than he is to the beginning, but like Gervonta is like considered one of the better pound for pound fighters in the sport, especially at lower weights. I used to see Gervonta Davis out in Baltimore when I lived up there, and it was terrifying just because his crew was enormous.
Yeah, his crew's
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah. And like the people he used to run around with, it's like, oh fuck, I'll give them all the space they
Yeah.
need. Like, I was like, holy shit.
In Wyoming?
No, yeah, deep in the
deep in the woods.
deep in the forests of Wyoming.
Were there banjos?
Yeah. We're Gervonta Davis.
Were they,
yeah.
Did somebody
Hung
go,
out.
you got a pretty mouth?
Yes. I do have a pretty mouth.
I mean, they're putting cherries in
Here's
it.
the thing. So here's the thing.
Not all they're putting in.
Do we really think that, when it comes to technical fighting, right? Do we really think that Jake Paul at this point has what it takes? Gervonta Davis is seasoned. I'm talking about 10 years old, was
I
boxing.
mean, skill wise, no.
Yes.
But Jake has proved at least now that he is.
Hold his own.
You have to consider him a professional boxer.
He can hold his own.
he is.
I mean, he's only taking the Gervonta Davis fight because, as crazy as it sounds, he wanted to fight Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
And it fell through.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is a current and former heavyweight champion.
Yeah,
of
you'll
the
get
world.
murdered.
He
He'll
also
get
he
murdered.
also
Yeah.
he also fought Anderson Silva, who
Yeah.
is one of the best
and beat him.
strikers.
And beat
and
him.
beat him.
Yeah.
And beat him. Fair and square.
Fair and square.
He's
Yeah.
training like a professional. He's
Yeah.
putting in the time.
Yeah.
And
he is.
he's young enough that he's gonna keep getting better for now.
Don't forget
Yeah.
that Mike Tyson fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sad.
That
was.
was so staged.
Yeah.
It was the worst.
Yeah, but
I was happy that he didn't try to murder him at the end of the
Yeah.
fight, because it would have reflected poorly on him.
And people kept saying, "Oh, Tyson's holding back," and I'm like, "Dude, I don't know.
I don't think so.
He
He's
was
60.
wobbly.
He looked like he was fighting Alzheimer's.
Yeah,
in that ring,
man.
bro. He's
It looked like
biting
he was
his
struggling
gloves
to
and shit.
breathe. It looked like he was struggling to breathe. I was like, "Fuck, dude, that's an old
I've
man."
been doing
Yeah.
jujitsu long enough to have times where you're in there and you're injured or you start getting gassed, and like I used to be able to do this thing. I see the opening, but
can't do
as
it.
I am right now, I can't fucking do it.
I can't fucking do it.
It's like, oh, there's the opening. I can't take that opening because
Yep.
I'm either going to hurt myself
Right.
or I'm not going to get there fast enough. I just don't have it today.
Yeah.
And,
And
now, what
sometimes
age do you
that's-
think that we lose that, right? So I hear a lot of people say 45,
Before your
50.
60s.
Yeah, but
Tyson
there's
was
some
there.
50-year-olds out
Yeah.
there.
I think everyone is different, but like 40s sounds about right for a big drop off and and your ability to
A good injury. A
move.
good injury will fuck you up for a long time, especially over 40. The amount of time it takes to heal and get back.
I've had to change my game as I go into 45 next year, where they call like old man jiu-jitsu, and I've learned a lot from Ian. Actually, he showed me like this crazy the Kimura game
okay.
is amazing. Like from the ground,
sure.
that Kimura game. No, for sure. It's an amazing way to like. I'm just gonna lay down. And as you attack me, I'm going to take your momentum, shift it, and grab you, and it's going to be lights out, Like the Kimura game is really dope.
I'm getting old. I don't want to do stuff.
You're going
like
off momentum-based versus...
Yes.
Yeah.
So in the
Powering
beginning,
through.
I used to just attack. And now I'm learning how to relax and let them attack me and make moves in order to take the advantage from there.
That's a real fighter, though. When you see a bar fight, they fight for 30 seconds. That's a joke. That's not a real fight. A real fight is 25 minutes with the door locked.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. It's some fucking Tom Cruise, War of the Worlds, my daughter's on the other side.
But you're learning that, though. But you're learning that. And I think that's really important. So, and I would say that would be your advantage over somebody that might have a faster reflex point.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Knowledge.
Yeah. And technique.
It can make a big difference over. I mean, you can have, you could be younger, better cardio, stronger, but at a certain point, knowledge does defeat it. Is it an all be all? Unfortunately, at certain points in time, no. I mean, if you're really getting up there in age and they're really that much younger and they're just an animal, you're gonna have a bad time.
You're gonna have a bad day. Yeah.
I mean, look, point in case, like there's this guy that we train with, Gorilla Boy.
Yeah,
he is the most massive man I have ever trained with. Now, Ian is a large, strong, capable fighter.
Thank you.
Explain how that went.
Not well. Not fucking well. It was not good. It was fucking horrible.
Yeah,
Jesus,
now
it was
me,
horrible. It was fucking,
I'm like...
It's horrible. And then one of the worst parts was fucking like, I kept looking over and Ed was just laughing at me the whole fucking time. Every time I would try to go for something, he would just.
There is something to being in a miserable spot before, and then it's your turn to watch somebody else enjoy. You just enjoy. You're like, oh, I've been there. It's your turn.
The guy is so massive
so
and so strong that he could just lay on you.
Yeah, his pressure
and
is
crush
horrible.
you
His
into
pressure is
submission.
horrible.
He doesn't even have to grab your limbs. He could just lay on you and just start.
Yeah, and he drops his weight. He drops his weight. And you fucking cannot breathe. You're like, this, I can't fucking breathe.
Legitimately. So I went to roll with him, and I've explained it before. Even if I ran across the room at full speed and tried to tackle him, I would just be like, bink, hit the floor, and he would just step on me like fucking cockroach.
What's creepy is he's like,
it's scary.
He's like that big, but he's also like more flexible than you are.
So
and now is he a really nice guy?
Oh yeah,
That's
super
the
nice,
thing. Nothing to prove.
Yeah.
So
sweetheart.
He was a professional wrestler for like 10 or 15 years, and then he's done jujitsu longer than
wrestling,
I've been alive.
or
He's been
professional wrestler.
He's been a black belt longer than I've been doing jujitsu.
Yeah.
Holy
So
shit!
he's a monster.
Yeah,
but-
and when you're that big and you have that experience, bro, the only
There's
thing that
nothing-
can take you out
you
is a
have to
gun.
shoot him.
Yeah.
From a distance too, because if he can still charge you,
It's
you
like
might
a
be
bear.
done.
You better have some motherfucking bear mace, a shotgun.
That first like 5 might just piss him off. You need enough distance. You need enough distance to back up.
Now, how is this guy's speed and how is his agility?
Very fast.
Insanely
Very fast.
agile for like a football player.
And that's
Exactly, for being that big.
that's what's terrifying is he like
but the
He
nicest
will
guy.
catch you. He will run and catch you.
He's that big and that strong, and like
but the
you
nicest
think
guy.
all the advantages you think you might have, like flexibility, speed, no.
No, you don't.
It doesn't matter. Like
You have no
when they're
edge.
like technique rules all, I'm like technique has not met this man.
The way he
There's always that one special guy
sure.
I've seen.
the way he took Mount, like I was like, what in the fuck? Like I had my leg up and I'm like, all right, he's crushing me with his weight, but at least I have a good defense. Like there's no way he's gonna be able to get his leg over. Bro, he grabbed his own foot and like he pulled it up to here. Like, he's so flexible. He pulled his own foot up here in front of my thigh, and then slid it across me, and then just all 300 pounds of him just transitioned.
Literally right there.
It was like watching, like it was like a fucking walrus just shifting, and I was like, how in the fuck?
You just got a front end of a Honda Civic dropped onto your
That
rib
was like
cage.
every little leverage I had to maybe get some breathing room just fucking vanished. And I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, if there were strikes right now, holy shit, like I'm dead. I'm dead.
But it's good to know that there are people out there like that.
Yeah.
And, it's funny you say that because most of the people in the gym, I tool them around. They're great guys, great girls, great people. When I was getting fucked up by Sean and I'm under him, there was like a wall of smiling faces. Like, yeah. Remember Tuesday? Yeah. Remember Wednesday?
Remember my arm? Last month.
Every aspect of my game, he knew, he was better at it.
Yep.
Like
Now, is this because he's older than you and has a little bit more experience?
He's older, he's fucking stronger, and like we're saying, he's more flexible, he's faster. I literally was like,
Every
he was just an
category.
alpha predator.
He was a
I was
genetic
a fucking
monster.
Charmander, and this was a high level Charizard that was just all my fucking attacks were just dog shit.
Jesus Christ.
He's like, what? You're gonna use flamethrower? Oh wow.
My little buddy.
Wow,
Really nice,
did you just learn that? Did you just learn flamethrower? Wow. Oh wow. What are you, level 18?
One
Go
of the
back
things
to the
about
Time to evolve, young man. Time to evolve.
one of the things about jiu-jitsu is there's always another level of move beyond whatever's happening there. There's always a counter, and I was working with some of that with half guard with the class this week. Was like, you know, you guys keep getting stuck here. Here's how you escape. Here's how this works. And then after they got a hold of it, I'm like, great. Now, here's the counter to the counter, the escape that I just showed you. And now I'm taking the back.
See, that's great
Right.
teaching because in wrestling, you know, I dedicated my life to wrestling 10 on. And with wrestling, there is a move to reverse every single move.
Yes.
Yeah.
And once you learn the reversal moves, you start to be able to operate on how it works on both sides.
Yes.
So, like, I'll give you an example, like a cradle. You know, you're getting folded and put into half, and then you're put on your neck a little bit. Well, there's only one way out of it, and that's kicking, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you keep rolling them backwards, where are they going to kick to?
Right.
If,
Right.
if you take one of those legs and you wrap around it, there's no kicking, right? So, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish.
But the point is there's never an ending of knowledge,
Right.
right?
But it's
Correct.
it's also a level of like, I'm showing you this way to get out of the lockdown. But there's a massive disadvantage if you're doing it wrong. And it's a
Right.
disservice to teach you just this escape and not let you understand why I'm being very specific of you need to get on their shoulders fast. Because if you don't, you're going to be in a problem. And the problem is you're giving your back.
Yeah, the
and that's
position,
a
giving back. Yep.
massive problem
Yep.
in jiu-jitsu. So it,
Yeah.
you know, instead of showing like another escape for lockdown, it's like, no, you need to know that like when you're going for what is really the easiest escape to get from, that if you're doing it wrong, this is what's going to happen. You got to
Correct.
know the
There's a
repercussions.
consequence.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you don't hit
I
this.
actually did something similar this week too when I was teaching the class. I was like, here's an escape. It's called the ninja escape. I'm like, it's very effective when it's sneaky, but you can also get choked the fuck out if they see it coming.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, some people like to just dismiss a complete move like that. I'm like, no, in the right circumstances, you could get out.
Yep.
But you can't telegraph it. You can't be slow about it. It has to be one of
Committed.
these like, if there's an opportunity to take it, you take it. You can't force the opportunity, and that's what a lot of moves like.
But it's
wrestling,
also it's a
jujitsu,
move
things
you
like
need
that.
to know that's there, because if someone does that on you, they're basically they're pushing you into turtle and they're halfway on your back.
Right.
So if you don't know that they have that option, if you're on top and you're not protecting from that maneuver, like, man, you could go from like I'm in a good spot to like I'm in a bad spot.
Right.
Yep.
Just like that.
Another example of that is a hip toss. Right?
Yes.
So if you go into the hip toss, if I know that you're going into a hip toss, we're rolling backwards,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
We're rolling backwards, buddy. I'm getting
Oh,
on
yeah.
top of you, you know? So it, like I said, it really comes down to experience. And it sounds like with the guy that you guys were just talking about, he just has that fucking
Knowledge.
Yeah.
He's been around for way too long. It's not even just the size.
Yeah,
you know?
no,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
And he's a genetic freak, but he's also got the knowledge. He's got the discipline.
Yeah.
He's been doing it forever. He has a friend that's his size that he brings to the gym from time to time.
He has a plaything.
Also,
Yeah.
really, like he's just as big as him, super high level. And when I got to roll with him, it was funny. Because as I'm rolling with him, he's like, I'm really sorry. I'm like, why? And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, all right, get out of it. He lets me get out of it, right? I'm working. He's like, yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm like, what?
Yo!
And then he just gets back on top
Why
of
did
me.
this just become a traumatizing fucking event? I just got choked out 20 times.
Man.
I'm really
And-
sorry.
But yo,
I'm really
he's
sorry.
He's Babe Ruth in this shit. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
looking to the outfield. He's like, home run. He's like, I'm really sorry. I'm like, don't say you're sorry. What's happening? What's happening? I'm sorry. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Man. Now, when you guys
It's cool to see. It's cool to see that high level with zero effort. You know, and that's just like a guy who's like, I'm super strong. I could smash the fuck out of you, but I'm gonna use zero effort and show you where you went wrong. Boom.
Yep.
And then they go over it with you, and you're like, okay, this is how I figure out the holes in my game.
There's some sort of saying that says like playing around will teach you more than dead ass focusing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
know,
it's,
for sure.
They estimate it's like 10. You learn like 10 times faster
Yep.
if while you're learning a thing, you're having a good time doing it versus like,
Yeah.
this is miserable, but I got to go through these steps over
Yeah.
and over again.
George St. Pierre was notorious for saying like he'll do the move thousands of times, but super slow.
Yeah.
He would really hone in on the technique of it all.
You're teaching your muscles to do it then. It's
Yeah.
like mind-muscle connection. So that way you just do it.
Yeah, because I've learned from my own personal experience, like if you learn a thing the wrong way, it's much harder to
unlearn it.
unlearn that shit.
Amen.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And
That's some great advice. Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
Lipton green tea, citrus is amazing.
In and out.
No, but you were right. That was a great point, though.
If you learn something the wrong way, it becomes habit, and then it becomes a detriment, and it's much harder to unlearn it.
And you hear that from martial arts where the teachers are happier to take on students that haven't learned anything before versus ones that have learned things poorly. If they've got nothing, you're working with a clean slate. If they've got everything already done and it's poorly, you're undoing the wiring. And then because what happens is when you start breathing heavy, when you start getting exhausted, you go back into the habits you already formed. So those bad habits are what starts coming
back.
Like if you wanted to redecorate this room, it's like, would you rather have it empty to start with, or would you rather have it with a bunch of shit in it that you have to take out first? It's like,
that's true.
That's a great analogy.
Well, that's what happens when you deal with somebody who.
Say it again.
Would you rather?
Come on, man.
It was a great.
He's like word philosopher mode for legend. Say it again. He might not understand.
One more time, brother. One more time.
You guys got me dying.
And on that note, Ed, thank you for joining us at the Sofa Kingdom podcast. We had a good time, and I think we skipped the intro. We went right into the outro.
We went straight into it.
Went hard. Thank you for joining us, Legend.
That's right.
Thank you.
Where can people find you?
You can follow me anywhere at last_legend or last_legend. It's legend with 2 Ds.
Nice.
Yes, good shit on there. He puts out good shit. Follow him.
Good shit.
Hell
good
yes.
shit.
Hell yes. That's a good podcast, guys.
It was good.
energy.
It was
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I enjoyed the shit out of it.
And make sure to check out Tony Hinchcliffe. He's a
Fuck
fucking stand-up
Tony
guy.
Hinchcliffe!
Stand-up guy.
If anybody knows him, give him my email. Let's set this shit up. We
Thank
put
you
us
guys
on
for
one of
having
the
me, too.
Logan Paul.
What happens
pay-per-views.
if you find out Tony Hinchcliffe is like a high-level black belt?
I'm in. I'm still in. I'm still in. I'm still in. I don't care.
He's a heel hook master.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
He has the frame for rubber guard.
Listen,
I'm gonna send him an email like Nelson's knees
Listen,
bad.
He has the frame of a
I will
13-year-old girl.
Mike Tyson the shit out of him. I just got to get close enough to bite him. I'm not ashamed of a good bite.
That was fun.
Oh, good times.